Did you know that there's a hotel in Sweden that's made entirely of ice? Am I lying?
Yeah.
Or am I talking shit? That was a bad reaction. Could be right. You're going to find out today on the episode of the Surely podcast. Nikhil's going to be playing the box game. Raksmey is going to be talking about near-death experiences. And Kavishay is going to be telling us a little bit about friendship. So stay tuned for the Surely podcast. All right, 2 truths and a lie. We're going to be playing this game. I'm going to say 2 things that are true, 1 thing that is a lie. It's up to you guys to figure out which one I'm talking shit on. Are you ready for this? What? Number 1, there's a hotel in Sweden that is made entirely of ice. And it melts every year. That's number 1. Number 2, a woman once sued herself and won.
Okay.
That's number 2. Number 3, there is a planet in outer space where it rains diamonds.
Yeah, that's
Don't tell the Irmans about that planet.
All right.
What's the truth? What's the
The
lie?
diamonds one is true. I know for a
one's
fact.
true.
The
What?
diamond one is true. Yeah.
I was gonna say that one was the lie.
No.
Okay.
That's true.
I feel like the woman one is really absurd. But is that how he's trying to catch us?
I think that could be possible.
I would agree.
Sued herself.
But the hotel thing, okay.
But they rebuild the hotel every year.
That
Real nice.
would cost a lot, right?
He's saying it melts every year.
But then,
Melts every year.
So they have to rebuild the ice every year. Like they have to recarve the
I
ice.
guess so.
Remember, they probably just keep it cold because there's an ice bar in Auckland. There's an ice club.
But it's a bar. It's not a hotel.
Yeah, but they-
hotels are freaking huge.
Yeah, true.
I also think I've seen an ice hotel somewhere. I don't know if it was Switzerland though. I'm gonna go with the girl. The woman didn't sue herself. So
I'm
it's
gonna
a
go
lie.
with the hotels being a lie.
I'm saying it's true that there's a diamond.
So which one's the
No,
lie?
you're gonna pick the lie.
Oh,
dumbass.
sorry.
Go ahead, down, mate.
The suit.
That's why he has no friends.
Sued?
The
hotel.
hotel. Oh, it's hotel.
Okay. The lie is that Irman never sued herself.
Nah, we win.
Yeah.
But there is a ice hotel in Jakowski, Sweden. It's made completely of ice and snow, including beds, bar, and even the glasses you drink from. It's rebuilt every winter using ice from the nearby Torn River, and when spring hits, it melts and returns to nature. It's basically like sleeping inside of art that disappears.
sounds
How
really-
beautiful.
It sounds really, really
That
nice.
sounds like
We
a
should all
very-
go there.
So the planet
No,
was
it doesn't.
not
Who's
real?
gonna sleep
like
on
to-
ice?
I'd like to give it a
It's
go.
a very uncomfortable bed.
How is the planet not real?
They give you
It's
thermal
real.
sleeping bags, and it's a -5
The
degrees.
planet one-
that
Oh,
it's
okay,
inside.
maybe not go.
Sounds really beautiful, really nice.
Look at it.
All right, one
Don't
more.
say the
One
night.
more.
Let's go.
One more. Okay. There is a lake in Tanzania that turns animals into stone. That's number 1. Number 2. A guy once sold an invisible sculpture for over $18,000.
Shit, that sounds like somebody would.
2. Number 3. There's a
Some
country
dumb
where
buys out
it's illegal to name your child Ijon.
I feel like that's true.
That sounds like
I saw the lake one somewhere.
It's either the lake one or the invisible art. And the invisible art, I feel like it's
Some idiot
something
would've-
that somebody would sell.
Yeah,
The
somebody would.
idea is
Because
there.
they would put it on like a platform or something like, hey, this is invisible art.
Yeah, and only smart people can see it.
Like someone put that banana.
Yeah.
Only smart people can see this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see
Because
it.
people will buy like hammer on a paint, right?
Yeah.
Hammer on a canvas, whatever.
What are you thinking, Kevy?
I think the false is the sculpture. or
Really?
painting or whatever the hell that was.
What about you?
All right, I'm gonna lock in John.
You
Oh,
think
really?
My mind.
that's a lie?
That's a lie.
It's gonna be the sculpture. Out of the 3.
Sculpture?
Sculpture, I reckon people would do that.
Sculpture. So
People
who
have
got
done
it
that.
wrong last time? Raksmey got it wrong last time, and you guys got it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, Raksmey. I tell you what.
Come on!
You got it right.
Yeah! Stuff you and stuff you.
There's no
Okay,
country
I
where
like
it is
you.
illegal to name your child John. There is a lake in Tanzania that turns animals into stone, and yes, it is because of the chemicals in that lake.
Yeah.
And yes, a guy
Indeed.
actually sold an invisible sculpture for over
Indeed.
18,000.
And whoever bought that painting, that sculpture for 18,000, I've got a massively brilliant painting for you. I call it white canvas.
Raksmey, you died.
I did. I almost killed myself, my fiance, my best friend Jasnil.
What happened?
Well, see, we like to hike every Sunday. And so we went out to this place that we'd never gone before. It's the Wairereire Falls in New Zealand. And the road was out in the country. So I'm speeding as I do, and I missed a sign. And because I missed the sign, I go through a cross intersection, full speed.
T intersection.
T intersection,
Shit.
full speed.
And then
I get yelled at super badly, and I'm freaking out because it's like rainy.
Yeah.
And like Jasnel's freaking out. I'm getting yelled at by my missus.
Sure.
And I'm like, oh my god, let's not do that again.
sure. You
On
did
the way
it
back, I
again.
did it again.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, but see how it's a near-death experience, and you don't wake up, and there's danger right away. Well, in our case,
I have woken up from a near-death experience.
What?
I almost died. I'll keep it brief. We went to Fiji. Everybody was wearing bikini. I was fat, but that's besides the point. We got there. Everybody was having gastroenterominitis, right?
What's that?
It's
Gastro.
like just a gastro. It's
Oh.
like it's
Stomach
coming out of
problems.
both ends.
Oh,
Kavishay,
goodness
both
me.
ends, from the
We
top
don't
and
need
the
the
bottom.
details.
Yuck!
Okay.
Tell me more.
And I'm in this hotel room, and Power Deep didn't book a room that had air conditioning. Okay, so I'm in a room. I'm just dying. I'm sweating. It's hot. There's no air conditioning.
Yeah.
And then I see the light.
Yeah.
I literally
I
see
remember
light.
that.
I saw light, and I was just like, I think I'm going to die. And then I was like, no, don't go, don't go. I had to go back home early.
Yeah.
My daddy called.
my
He
goodness.
called the hotel.
That's sick.
It was really bad. I was like gonna
my
die.
God.
I do remember the
man,
story.
Gastro is really bad.
It was really
Yeah.
funny.
And the beauty of it all, though, because all my friends were like, "Oh, you're so shit! Like you're going home early. What a sissy! What a wuss!"
Yeah.
And they all got that same sickness.
Ah,
after
take
me.
that. That's karma.
And they all had to get jabbed up the bum, injections to be able to come back to New Zealand. So screw you, Poundy.
Take that.
Screw you.
On deep.
So explain this light, by the way. What did you see?
All right, so I'm sick. I'm lying in Beachcomber Island. God damn it. There's no air conditioning, and I'm just like, and I had drunk DJ Khaled's drink. So I was like,
Good drink, by the way.
I was like, another one. Nah, I was just like, there was light, and I was like gonna die.
Sunlight? Or-
No, like white light,
Yeah.
and I was
So
like,
Like, you know, when you're about to die, you see the
Yeah.
white light.
I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
what
I
I'm
haven't
asking.
That's
well.
That's
Yeah.
the saying.
yeah.
It's for real.
But I actually saw white light, and then
that's
I
crazy.
remember my friend came in and pulled on my foot and was like, "Hey," and I was like,
Come back, come
and
back.
I came back.
That's
Crazy.
really intense.
Oh, okay. Weirdly, on an actual serious note, I could see my mum, like not in the light, and so I was going to my mum, and then I didn't go to that light.
That's,
Like,
that's
actually,
I had
crazy,
this
that's
very
crazy.
scary experience when I was young. I was about 10 years old, and I was really sick.
Mm-hmm.
I was really, really sick to a point where it felt like it was COVID, right?
Yeah.
And I remember falling asleep that night, and I felt my eyes roll. Have you guys ever felt that where it just rolled back for some reason?
Like seizures?
Could it be? Is that how a seizure works?
It's probably,
Yeah.
it's probably
Scary.
in a seizure.
And so
Yeah,
okay,
it
this
was
is
a
weird,
seizure.
but hear me out. This was really weird. So the next day I'm still very sick, and we had like a fireplace, and I remember the whole day was in fast forward. So I was so sick that everything that I was watching Welcome in the Middle, and it was like a 20-minute episode, and that took 5 minutes to finish. Anything and everything that was happening was in fast motion, and that was the only one day and the one time where I felt like my brain wasn't like functioning versus my body was in such weird state that I felt like this is my last day. Like I'm not gonna live after this. Yeah.
I've had that before when I had dengue fever in Fiji.
Oh really?
And I think what you're describing is deliria. So you become delirious
Yes.
Yeah.
and with fever. And that's literally what it is. You're out of it. And
Yeah.
things just don't make sense. And it affects people different ways. But yeah, you can't really think
So
straight.
all your senses have just shot out
yeah,
different directions.
yeah. And you're sweating
that's
and you're
scary.
shivering and it's just...
Because
yeah.
as a kid, how do you explain it to your parents? You just kind of just like, oh, me sick.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Maybe
can't really
with a cold.
describe the feeling, but like when I was chased by a bull, so what really happened was
Wait, what? Okay,
I feel like it's someone's fault there.
we all got sick, but someone got chased by a bull.
hey, I could have died if that bull
What,
locked.
what, give us context. What happened? What?
So what happened?
What do you do with a bull
So,
anyway?
I used to play like touch with the
With a bull!
not the bull, the people in my neighborhood, right? So
That
my-
was bull rush.
No, my team lost. So the other team had the ball and they kicked into the farm. And they're like, "It's your ball, go get it." And what was
those
there?
ones.
Cows and bull. And I'm just like, "Oh shoot!" And I was like, "No, you go get it." Nah, you got it. It's your ball. Okay, sweet.
You know-
I jumped the fence. At first, I touched the fence, see if it was electric. It wasn't electric.
Best
Jumped
way
the
to
fence.
check it.
Touch it. Yeah. That wasn't the near-death experience, was it? I jumped the fence. So the bull's like there. I'm like, the ball's like in between me and the bull.
Yes.
And I'm just like,
The ball's in between you and the bull. So you jumped the fence. How did the bull come in between?
no, the ball is in between me and the bull.
Oh, okay.
That's what I heard.
The ball, the ball.
Why is there two bulls?
The
So it's you, the bull, the bull.
Oh,
Yes.
the bull, the bull.
And then next to the bull is the cow and the calf.
This is the whole console thing again, man.
Okay, right.
Okay.
So I'm like slowly walking towards it, looking at the bull, slowly walking, and then he makes some sort of sound, like a grunting sound, and I stop.
Was it a pig or a bull?
It was a bull. 100% was a bull. It had horns and everything.
Shit, wasn't a black cow.
Could have been. So then I takes some more steps, and he makes another sound, and I'm just like, oh my god. At the end, I'm just I grab the bull, and all I hear, I look back, and he's charged, and I'm running with the ball. I'm like a flying Fijian running with the ball. I'm here, that fence is there. I'm like, okay, this is where high jump comes into action. I run, I jump, my leg gets caught in the fence.
Oh,
Face plant.
Was it a barbed wire fence?
It was above
right.
face plant straight into the ball. But at least
Into the bull.
Into the bull.
the ball, the rugby ball. But I made it over the fence, and I turned around, and the bull was at the fence, and I'm just like, oh my god.
So you went over the fence, but you got caught in the fence, so one leg's still stuck.
One leg's still stuck, but I'm like,
So you're like ass up on the ground.
no. So I'm like this, like hanging down like this, and my one leg is stuck.
Oh, yeah.
But eventually I got
So
it.
did you see the light?
I did not see the light. But that bloody bull.
saw the bull.
What did your friends do?
They laughed.
Yes, I think so.
They're like,
Nobody took a photo?
we didn't have phones back then. Yeah.
Oh, true.
Okay.
Golden moment.
Yeah, it was
But they
great.
don't bring bulls to the farm unless it's mating season.
That's why
Oh,
there was.
bro, in my house, there's a farm next to it. There's always bulls there.
Oh.
They'd always like jump over the fence and stuff.
Are you sure
Whenever
it was a
they, no, it was bulls. Whenever they would jump over the fence, it was just like,
So
Are
if
you
Kavishay
sure it
was
was a
at that farm, you'd be done.
How sure are you there were bulls?
well, what's the difference? They all got moon, right?
They go, what?
They got the thingies.
I couldn't get any milk out.
All right, I was at this party. I thought this was the night I thought I was actually gonna die because I met this stranger. He was like the girlfriend's, the host's boyfriend, and he came in halfway during the night. And so I was like, the first thing I was like, I want to impress this guy. So I drank with him.
You wanna impress
and I
a guy?
drank. Yes, I want to impress this guy.
Why you want to impress him?
Because I don't want to get kicked out. Us kicked out of the party.
You wanna be the cool kid.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
that's why.
Cool with
Okay,
him.
But you said he came halfway.
that was later. No, but- okay, so he came to the. We cut that out. Okay, you know when you're drinking so much it randomly hits you. Yeah. So I just got super drunk, and then he's like, "Hey, bro, you want to come downstairs?"
Oh, what is it, a dungeon or something?
And I was like, "Okay," because I was drunk. I didn't care. Go downstairs, and like I swear to God, as I was going downstairs, the sound of the party just kind of comes down. So we're in this room, and it's just a bedroom. It's just a bed there. He's like pulling something out of the bed.
Oh god.
Right? It's just, it keeps coming out. It's like a
Oh, no.
shaft. It turns out to be a vacuum cleaner. And so he's just like, it gets really creepy. He changes his voice for some reason. And I'm like, damn, I gotta get out of here. And he starts talking about this vacuum cleaner. He's like, this is the best vacuum cleaner ever. It's 701. It washes your car. It cleans your grass. It does all of this stuff. And
What's your grass?
it cuts your grass.
Like he's just saying.
He's
how
just saying
amazing
random how good it is, right? And he's like, do you have asthma? I'm like, yeah, I got asthma. He's like, dude, watch this. So he turns it on, and then like all of a sudden my lungs just clear out. It was crazy.
Okay.
But he's just trying to get me into sales. I realize he's trying to get me into sales.
Trying to get you to buy the
Yeah, buy the vacuum and sell it as well.
Okay.
And so I take a step back. I'm like, nah, sorry, bro. I'm not keen. And then I'm not keen on doing the sales. It's not my thing. And then he's just like, cool. Yeah, all good. That's fine. Like, we're sweet. Yeah, cool as man.
yeah.
And I'm like, nah, I'm getting out of here. I go upstairs and I'm so wasted. I go and throw up, right? I go and throw up and I sleep at the room upstairs. That's where it doesn't end. There's more. Okay, so I'm sleeping on this mattress and it's like in front of the door. And 2 a.m, it's all dark, right? Hear the sound of the door open, right? And I look over and I see this figure. And I'm thinking it's my friend Philip. And I go back to sleep. And then I hear this daunting sound. Zip.
Wait, what?
And... And then... 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 And then Yes.
God.
He's peeing on me.
Oh,
This guy is peeing on me.
Oh my
you
God! I
serious?
didn't.
Yeah. And then I'm like, oh, okay, maybe he'll stop.
Wait, what?
Maybe he's gonna show
Why did you run?
because I'm really drunk. I'm like, you know, you're in that state. So he's not stopping. So it got to a point where I had to be like, bro, what are you doing? And then he's just like, and then he leaves. And then by then it was too late. So I'm just like, oh crap, and I'm already soaked, right? There's pee all over my jeans, inside me. And so I'm thinking, I gotta leave now. And so I run downstairs, and the only way to leave the house is through the door downstairs by the garage. And I go up to the door. Right? And I'm like, what the hell? And I'm freaking out. I'm like, where's that twisty thingy, right? You know how you twist to get out?
Yeah.
There was no twist, and it was locked somehow. And I'm like, this guy might be still in the house. So I'm like thinking, do I smash the door? Do I go back upstairs? Do I smash the door? And I'm thinking, oh crap, my two best friends are upstairs. They could be still upstairs. And so I go up and I find them, tell them like part of the story, not the peeing part. And then they're like, nah, it's not locked. And so we go downstairs and we try to open the door, same thing, right? But then eventually we leave through the window upstairs. But pretty much, I told him the story. I'm like, bro, it was you that pissed on me. He denied the whole thing. So now I don't know if I got peed on by him or the other guy. But I didn't die that night, but I did get peed on.
That almost
I have
sounds like
multiple
sexual
questions.
abuse.
All right, questions go.
You go first. You go first.
Firstly, what?
I also, yes, agree.
Secondly, when did you almost die?
I thought he was going to kill me. I thought he was going to kill me that
From his
night.
story, I felt like he was gonna get like
Were you
like,
there?
sexually assaulted or something.
That's a story, my dear. That is a story.
Can I also say the way he started the basement part with he pulled it out and it was by the whole shaft.
I thought it
and
was a gun.
I thought it was something else, and it went that way as well because
It's
he
a
went
vacuum
upstairs
cleaner.
and then bloody pissed on
That,
me.
that was a story.
Yeah.
When you said fight or flight, that actually reminded me of a story from back when we were in uni. It was one of our friends' birthdays, all right? And we dressed ourselves up and painted ourselves completely black. And then we wore like real dark clothing. And then we hid
Why'd you need to paint yourself black?
so that we wouldn't
So they
be
can
seen.
camouflage,
So
obviously.
we wouldn't be seen, Nikhil. And so we were hiding in the bushes, and we knew our friend was going to go for a walk because he goes for a walk every time at the same time. So then we saw her going for the walk, and we came out of the bushes, and we're like, "Effing get her!" And then we started running. Now at this moment, they were in fear of their life.
Oh, they would be.
There were two girls and a guy. Right? Our friend just and just took off, and the other two just froze. They just stood there like the guy was, should be protecting everybody. He was
froze.
like, and then
He ran.
we ran. Okay.
And there's a puddle of wet.
Yeah. Looking back on this was pretty ruthless. We shouldn't have done this, but we ran, tackled her to the ground. Just like, We're like, happy birthday.
Oh my
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I think it's an
crazy.
actual thing. When you're going to die, you either freeze or you take action, right?
Yeah.
I'm more of a freezer.
And it's
I think depending on how scared you get,
Yeah.
and if you feel like you can't do anything, you're more likely to
stay
freeze.
there.
But from a human instincts point of view, surely you shouldn't freeze. Why is freezing a reaction?
It's like playing dead.
oh,
It's
is
like
that
if
what
you
it
just
is?
freeze up, they'll just
Yeah.
pretend and leave you alone and find you not appealing and leave.
You reckon?
Yeah, yeah.
True.
It's like abusers, right? When they're bashing you, they want the reaction. They want you screaming and
But
begging
you're
for
just
mercy.
like
If
cowered
you're
up
just
in a
sitting
way.
there and taking it, and if a bully's kicking you, they'll just be like, "Well, this is
Not
boring."
fun.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah,
when your
that makes
shock
sense,
level
yeah.
peaks, right?
As opposed to you getting up and
When
fighting
you're
him,
so
he's probably gonna still beat you up and he's gonna enjoy doing it.
Yeah, like at the shop one time, some guy walked in with a gun. I don't know what to do. I was just like,
that's
I'm
it.
frozen. Like, what do I do?
That's freaking
My heart's
scary.
just going duk, 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 duk. I'm just
See,
like,
that's an interesting one.
that's
In
an
that
actual different
situation,
experience.
I probably would freeze. I
Yeah.
would probably think,
Like-
I
"There's
mean,
nothing
there's
I
a
can do."
counter between you, right?
Yeah.
yeah, there's a counter, but he's like, get the money out. But he's telling me I can hear it, but I can't move. Like, that's how scared I was.
So then what happened?
My dad came and, sorted it from there.
Did he give him the money?
He
or-
gave him whatever he wanted, and then,
That's so
yeah.
scary. That's
But, like, it took me a
ridiculously
while to,
scary,
like, you know,
yeah. Is it traumatizing at all?
nah,
No.
I
You-
take the piss out of it now. At that time, yeah.
But like, if somebody else came and did that again to you, what would happen?
no. I'll be like, oh, yeah, it's happened.
You'd be able to handle it. You wouldn't go back
I mean,
into that mode again.
I wouldn't go back to how I was, but probably a little bit.
Yeah.
But like, I'd be like, okay, cool. I can move. I'll be able to move. I won't be frozen.
Yeah.
If that makes
Reckon?
sense. I think so. Let's try it one day.
I mean, something like that happened to me in our shop, like back when I was very young.
Yeah.
That people came around the back and like they actually like almost abducted me, and like
Damn.
the one grabbed me and then was like it was pretty scary. But I remember at that time I heard my mum screaming, so then I just started screaming. I didn't know what was going on, but like those moments they stay with you, right?
Yeah,
like
100%,
if
yeah.
I close my eyes, I'm back there. I could still like
it's
feel
really
that
detailed
moment.
memory in
Yeah,
your
yeah,
life.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know. I guess that's the thing, right?
I also think it's like part of it's neurological. Like, you know when animals, right, when they get attacked, like a deer gets attacked by a crocodile, right? And it starts ripping out its guts. Sorry, graphic. The first thought is for it to preserve its life, right? And so parts of its brain start shutting down, turns off the pain
or
part, the
whatever,
pain
yeah.
receptors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so maybe it's the same thing with humans, right? When you're in shock, when your shock peaks up, you start shutting down everywhere. Because you're so like, you know?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
shook it.
And maybe that's why we remember it so hard. Is like your brain is saying, "Don't ever be in that position again." That's why I'm
It's
making
stored,
you
bro.
remember that,
Permanent
so
file.
that you don't find yourself there again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scary.
That
That's
is scary.
interesting. Yeah.
All right. Well, that got too deep. So let's have some fun now.
Yeah.
Apparently, Nikki's got a box game for us.
Yeah. Well, we'll all get a box.
All right,
So,
so-
pass some boxes around.
Let me explain what's pass them around. So basically what's happening is there's something inside each box, right?
Yeah.
And each person will open the box and we need to look inside and say what's in the box. Now we can lie or we can tell the truth.
Exactly. Yeah.
But everybody else needs to figure out whether we're lying or telling the truth.
Yep.
Let's do
Do you
it.
want to go,
Who
Rex?
has the best poker face?
We'll
All
go
right.
Rex
No,
first.
me.
Raksmey is first.
So I'm probably the first out then.
This should be good.
Ready?
It's paper. Sounds like paper. Oh, that's all
It's a
paper in there.
picture. It's a picture of something in the
Chocolate.
Oh,
box.
okay.
Huh? Chocolate.
Why'd you say chocolate?
Do you like chocolate?
It's delicious. It's
What
nice.
kind of chocolate?
It's dairy milk.
What brand?
Cadbury.
What colour is the packaging?
Purple.
That was fast! That was fast! Is the chocolate open?
No.
Is it a full
Close.
pack?
No.
How many grams is
It's
it?
a snack. It's a snack.
It's a snack bar.
Snack
How
size.
many
Snack
grams?
size. Like 60.
Wait.
You
is
know
it-
that off memory,
Yeah.
just from one look at the picture.
one look at the
You know
picture.
exactly how much it is.
Yeah, how does he know it's 60? No, you can't tell there's 60 gram.
I know, because I know the size. I buy the size.
You sure it's 60
Yes, I
grams?
know it's
You don't
60.
need to look again. It's interesting.
See, the thing is,
confident.
he wouldn't hold up under this much questioning.
He's got too much
But then
confidence.
the 60 gram is throwing me off.
I'm specific,
60
baby.
gram.
It's gonna be true because it's so confident.
Yeah, he can't be that confident. Yeah, like,
He's talking shit.
I'm
Hey?
shit.
All right,
Yeah, he's done it.
convince us why he's talking shit.
I just feel
We
like
have to have a unanimous vote.
okay. I feel like he's overconfident.
Overconfident.
And like, I mean, you can't just quick fire.
I'm a
those,
bad
bro.
liar, though. I'm a bad liar. You know I'm a bad
he
liar.
is a bad liar.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, wait.
I feel like he's told the
Wait,
truth because he's a bad
I've got
liar.
it.
Exactly.
I've got it.
So this is like reverse psychology.
Okay.
He's talking shit.
Is there chocolate in the box?
Not actual chocolate, but the picture, yes.
Ooh.
Why do you have to?
I had to
do that?
be specific.
He's talking
He was
shit.
pretty specific
I'm
about the
going
details.
with my gut. He's talking shit. What do you boys think?
You want to lock in his talking shit?
I think
Are you
he's
sure?
He's
I
telling
think
the
it's
truth. He
true.
can't lie that well.
I think
I'm
it's
not
like
that good.
Wait, why he want us to say that? Why he's saying I'm not that
Oh
good?
my
Why he's saying
God.
I'm not
He
that
wants us to
good?
believe.
Yeah, he wants us to
Oh
believe.
my
He's
God.
lying. He's
He's talking
lying.
shit.
He's
He's
lying.
talking
Wait,
He's
look,
lying.
look us in the eye.
Yeah.
Are you telling the truth?
I'm telling the truth.
Look us in the eye. Not all
Look,
three
who
of
am I
them.
looking? Who am I looking at? I'm telling the truth.
He's lying.
I'm saying
I'll
no.
say-
He's so
on my
lying.
ball
look,
say.
he's
He's lying.
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 He's
Lying.
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 Okay.
You're a
Should I
liar.
reveal?
Yes.
Yeah, you reveal.
Fuck, you did really well.
Thank you, thank you.
really
Thank
well.
you.
I think the fact that you didn't have to check for the details about three of you, you're too confident.
That
Yeah,
was
Damn it.
really
So
good.
I gotta
confident.
find that medium.
Yeah.
yeah. So
Alright,
you're getting
go.
punished.
Hey,
No.
The punishment will be at the end of the
Yeah, but he
challenge.
will.
The challenge today.
This is a different one.
Show me what you got.
A bird.
What kind of bird?
Oh, fuck. I mean, yeah,
Hey,
a bird.
no,
Hey,
no,
nice one.
What bird?
What kind of bird?
Sparrow.
What's the color of the feathers?
Brown and
He's lying.
white.
He's
lying.
lying.
He's lying.
Brown?
He's lying.
He's lying.
He's lying. He's lying. You don't have a bird.
What's the color of the feathers?
Brown and white.
How big is the bird?
It's a sparrow. It's a baby sparrow.
It's a baby bird.
Yeah, like a baby.
It's a
Not-
baby bird.
Not a chick,
What's
but like a bigger.
the bird doing?
It's
Is
just
it a
spread its
baby
wings.
bird or a normal bird?
That's why I can see the color of this. wing.
Is it in a nest?
No.
What's it sitting on?
Well, it's a photo, bro.
Yeah, it's a photo of what? It's a bird being what?
He's lying, lying.
What's the bird doing?
I
I smell a talk
Flying.
shit.
The bird is flying. The bird is
No,
flying.
you went from spreading its
Yeah,
wing to now
nah,
flying.
yeah,
If your wing is
Look here,
fluttering,
giant. He's a liar.
Liar.
He's a liar, liar, pants on fire.
locked?
Yeah.
Locked.
It's a cockroach.
Hey, you gotta show us. Look at it. Look at this liar.
Nice try. Nice try.
Hey, once Braden figures out how to
Everybody's
open this
trying to
up.
lie. You open it from here, bro.
Yeah, you just...
You open
It's
it from
very
here.
well wrapped.
Stop looking again!
I'm not looking inside.
Cheater.
I'm not looking inside.
Damn, I was so close with the chocolate.
No, you were too specific.
What do you mean too specific?
You were too confident.
Okay. It's a man, and he's like hugging an alligator in a river of water.
That's a lie.
I feel like I'm so glad. If that's real, I'm so glad I didn't get it because I switched boxes with you.
That's so specific though.
What race is the man?
He's a Gora.
What's he
Who
wearing?
else would hug an alligator?
What's he wearing?
It could be Steve
That's what I was
Irwin.
gonna say.
Shorts,
Too short.
like swimming clothes. You
What
know?
color is this
So
clothes?
it's not Steve Irwin?
Oh, we can look at our box again?
Yes.
Yeah, you
I
can.
don't know that.
Too late.
I don't think it's Steve Irwin.
That's a lie.
Does he have long hair?
No,
Oh, I don't know now. I don't know.
It's short hair.
See, he's playing smart.
What color is the hair?
It's too
He's
good.
playing
It's
so
too
good.
good.
What
It's
color
too
is the
good.
hair?
Um,
I didn't know we could look in the box. Oh my god.
I
would've won.
It's
How do you know it's an alligator, not a crocodile?
Yeah, but that was my second question. But yeah, what color is the head?
I've already answered. Oh.
It's black hair.
Steven got gold hair.
Yeah, so is it? How do you know if it's an alligator or a crocodile?
I don't know the difference between an alligator and a crocodile.
Snout.
I'm gonna say he's telling the truth.
I think it's too much detail. It's got to be the truth.
It's got to be the truth.
What do you think?
It's so specific that he's playing. He's trying to play
I
on
feel
us.
like he's seen you two lie
yeah,
and
yeah.
lose, and
now
he's
he
going to
wants
go
to tell the
truth.
truth. He's going for the truth angle.
I think he's
Okay.
talking shit, but
You said that about anyone though.
Nah.
Why? Why do you think I'm lying?
State your case, sir.
I have a feeling you're lying. But okay, if you're gonna say truth, what truth it is?
I think it's the truth.
Now they're under pressure
Truth.
because you put
Truth.
it back on them.
It's
now.
truth then.
I think
sticking
it's
with
truth. I'm
I think
sticking
it's
with truth.
Alright, cool.
Truth?
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Hey, man,
know.
how long does it take to find a photo?
Almost got that. Okay. It's a Big Mac combo.
That's talking. Oh. How do you know it's a Big Mac? Like,
There's a Big Mac, a fries, and a drink.
What's the drink?
It's in a cup, so you can't really tell.
what color's the cup?
Red.
What does the table look like?
Red?
Red. The
Big
cup's
Mac's
white.
never red.
Well, in this combo, it's red.
That is like
What's red? The thing. The
the
container.
drink.
The drink.
The Big Mac combo, he says the drink is red.
The drink's never red.
McDonald's is
It's
never
white.
red.
It's white.
Yeah.
White.
I think the American ones are red.
What
Nah.
shape?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
You would know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
What's
not.
the shape of the table?
It must have been like an old cup.
What's the shape of the table?
The shape of the?
Table.
There's no table.
He's lying. He's so lying. He's lying.
I feel
Look
like-
here,
I feel
John.
like
He's
yeah,
lying.
he's
He's a
doing it.
liar. He's a
Cup's
liar.
always, the cup's always white.
Lie,
Yeah.
lie, lie,
Lie.
lie. Wendy's! That's Wendy's!
Idiot! That's not a Big Mac.
Big Mac? How can you say that's a Big Mac?
That's a double
It's a
stacker.
double freaking
That's a
thing
double
with fries.
stacker.
That is not a Big Mac. Look at
That's
that.
Wendy's and
Don't
Look at that. We'll let you all decide. Comment below, is that a Big
But
Mac
I
or
wasn't
not?
lying. There's a double burger, there's a freaking Coke, there's a fries.
Fair enough.
Why did you think I was lying?
Because
You
of the
said
cup
it wrong.
color.
You get
The cup color.
But like,
color.
I would have
But that's
said, if I was
Wendy's,
lying,
bro.
I
That's
would have gone
Wendy's,
with
bro.
the
Even
extra.
I know it's
Wendy's.
Wendy's.
That's Wendy's.
I don't
Okay.
give a
I
big
feel
We'll
like-
let you decide. Comment below, is this a Big Mac or is this not?
I win!
Nikhil wins unless you guys tell us that he didn't.
They're not going to comment. I win.
Please comment. Please, just one comment.
This is the one time I don't want you to comment.
Pam, comment, Pam.
Yusuf, please, Yusuf.
Something about something.
This is like, you guys have a podcast?
Yeah. Nobody's watching us at the moment, but
guys-
you will. You will. Just wait. Okay, Kavishay, you want to tell us all about friendship? Go for it.
Oh boy. Okay. So I kind of really hit me like how important is actually having friends who are actually there for you. Like imagine you're in deep thought or something's going wrong in life, and who do you go to?
Who do
Like,
you go to?
Unfortunately, you. But like, you know, you can't go to your parents, right? Like you've got something going on, you don't want to go to them. They've got other worries to worry about, so you have friends. Boys, thoughts?
Well, yeah, I think the best friends that you can have is those people that you can be 100% honest with,
Yeah.
and that there's no judgment between you. Like,
I think it goes both ways. Like if you're honest to them, they'll be honest with you, and you just have that mutual respect with one another, right?
but how do you find people? Like, it's hard finding people like that, right? Because you'll either have friends who you'll tell your honest truth to, and then they'll go and tell 10 other people, and then
Yeah.
everybody knows that you bloody did this and that. Yeah,
Like
it's
we have someone here, for example.
I think the biggest thing is trust.
pointing at him, right?
yeah, 100%.
Telling everyone.
Yeah. I think you need trust. I think that's the biggest thing in friendship is that you need to be able to trust each other.
Like
And like you said, that whole blabbing thing, it's like you got to be able to trust your friend, and that's what friendship is built on: trust
But then
and
what
then
happens
loyalty.
when you trust your friend so much, but then he goes and does something behind
Then
your
he's
back?
not a real friend, is he?
So then how do you like?
That's how you learn.
That's
Yeah.
how
That's
you,
how you
that's-
learn. You'll
I
be
think
like,
that's
oh,
how
yeah.
you lose a friend. Like
Yeah.
if you break a friend's trust,
I mean, who hasn't lost a
that's
friend?
how
here,
you
know?
lose a friend.
Yeah, I've lost a
Yeah,
friend.
and I've
I've
lost
lost
friends because of that, because I couldn't
Yeah.
trust them, and so I'm
It's
not
just-
friends with
it
them
is what
anymore.
it is in terms of
Yeah,
life.
and also you need to be able to count on them when you need them. And obviously there are times when you can't count on them because of reasons that they have no control over. But sometimes they're just being shitty friends, and then at that point I'm like, why is
But
this
do
friendship
you,
still
do you guys
around?
have friends that sometimes they switch up on you? Like sometimes they're like there for you, and other times when you need them, they're like, oh nah, like sorry bro, like
It sounds like that sounds like a fake friend to me. So he's
Sounds
there
like a
when
guy
they-
that didn't show up to the first two
Yeah.
episodes of the podcast. But hey, yeah, I'm just quoting here.
No, okay, here's the interesting thing, all right? I feel like certain people have friends for different departments. So what I mean to say is there are some people who have friends that are like, these are my true friends.
Yes.
And then these are my friends I do dumb stuff with. And these are my friends that I...
Amen, I do that.
Sometimes
You,
it's-
you are one person that
Yeah.
has very specific group of friends. Like
Yes.
you tell me yourself, oh, that group of friends are idiots. I've never understood. Why do you do that, then? Why do you go hang out with people like that?
No, so like because the interests are different. You know, like what I like to do. There's a lot of things I like to do, but you don't like to do that, so I can't go and do it with you. So,
Yes.
but they like doing it, so I go and hang out with them, and I'm like, oh, we have the similar interests.
All right. So
But-
you're an interest-based friends person. You'll get friends based on each interest and put them into that category.
Yeah, yeah, in
That's
a way.
interesting.
shared interests.
Do you guys do that? Do you do
But
that?
then doesn't that lead up to hurting your friends? Like if you don't include them onto things and they see your post on Instagram.
Or like they don't invite you to the engagement.
Oh
you know?
my god, we're doing this again. but okay. But where in the past has that affected you though? So now since you do that, right? Have you lost a friend because of that? You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep.
Lost a friend because of what?
Because of just like keeping them separate, right? And then
Yeah, because
doing
I
things to find
would
other
have this
friends.
one friend who I'd be embarrassed to like invite to like my other friends because he's just a total, you know, loser. But then
So who are you friends with a total loser?
no, but like he was a childhood friend of mine.
Okay.
You see?
I was not his childhood friend.
No, we met 10 years ago. Don't worry.
Yeah, right.
But like he didn't vibe the way my other friends vibed. So it was either I cut him out and join these guys. Not saying you, but like join this team or what. So that was a tough decision I had to make, and I made it. I was like, hey, listen, like
what
I'll
was
hang
the
out.
decision you made?
I cut him out.
You're sad. Eh?
Yeah,
Yes.
Sad.
That's your childhood
You're a
friend.
sad guy. Why didn't you just keep your friends group separate? Like this
I
is my-
have.
Yeah,
You
but
have now.
why'd you completely cut him out then?
I'm not completely cut him out. Like I talk to him every now and then.
But you stopped hanging out with him.
Yes,
But you said he's a loser.
he is.
Why
So,
is he a loser?
Yeah.
Define that.
In what way is he a loser?
Like he's not driven. Like he's just a guy who just sits at home, smokes weed,
A lot of my friends do that.
smokes weed.
One of my
and,
best friends
you know,
does that.
just- he's not like. Okay, this is gonna sound mean, but he's not useful. to be like, you know.
So is that, okay, so is that a
Guy
thing?
is a bad guy.
I'll take
So
that.
it seems like your friendships are based on how useful these people are to you.
No.
Sounds pretty shallow if you ask me.
Yeah.
Which
But can I say that's fine? There's a lot of people that actually do that. That have friends that are based on shallow needs. Like, but I also understand what you mean by the whole overlap thing because I've got different groups of friends, and my problem is when I try to do something and then have to invite all my friends to it.
Yeah.
And because I like all my friends, even though they're from
Like,
different
for
things.
example, the Goras won't vibe with the Indians because they have two different mentalities of how they party, right?
See, that's my thing. So, but then I still do it. I still invite them both.
You are aware that we
Yeah.
are under fire on TikTok right now.
No. No clue. And I'm putting more gas on that fire. But yeah. So, all in all, I just think friendship is really, really important. And I think the best part is to have long, like, I don't know, do you guys have long friendships?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I've got one that's 10 years.
Yeah, I got one that's 25 years.
Who's your 10-year?
This fat soul. But I've got,
I think
I've
my
got another
oldest
friend.
friendship is about 29 years.
Yeah, I've got another one that's 25 years. So, yeah.
So that's since kindergarten, pretty much. Since class
Yeah.
1, first grade.
Well, since I was 6.
But yeah, I've got those friends. Like I've got friends from Fiji. I've got friends from New Zealand. I've got friends in Fiji that I've flirted with. And these three groups of friends are completely different people.
Yes.
yeah.
They really have different vibes, different things. But if I threw a party where I could invite all of them, like if I was, for example, because I can't really, because there's two groups in Fiji and one in here. But if we were all in Fiji, for example, I would invite them all over.
For sure.
The problem would be that I would be stretched out thin trying to accommodate all three groups.
Yeah.
How do I fit it in? But I'd still do it though. That's the thing. For me, personally, I would still do it. I would still go out of my way to invite all my friends, even though they're from different groups. And I'll make them try to socialize and stuff. It probably wouldn't work out. They probably wouldn't talk to each other afterwards.
Yeah, 100%.
But then from my side, I did my best. And so I retained those friendships.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, loyalty is quite important.
Yeah,
It is.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What makes you guys decide that this person is going to be your long life friend? Like,
I always give everyone I meet a go. Yep. You're my friend now.
Yep.
And you're my friend until you screw up. And then you're out.
you get one straw. That's it.
First day I met him, he wanted to see me again. Please explain.
Kavishay's got half a straw left now.
Okay, one of my friends, we better use an alias. One of my friends, let's call him John.
Very short name for someone's short name that I know as well. So John.
So John comes over and he brings Kavishay with me, with him to my house. And then I met Kavishay, and literally this is the first time I met him. And then I told John, don't ever bring these losers to my house again. That was my initial thoughts on
What
him.
made you think he was a loser?
He used to talk a lot of shit.
Oh, that's right.
A
He
lot
I
of
was
shit.
really
You lied a lot.
quiet.
Nah, you had this
no,
vibe
no.
like I'm so cool.
No,
I'm so
I was
cool.
just shy and
It
quiet.
seems like you're quite a shallow. Which now this
Hey,
is
you not just heard Kevin Shea
turning into a
podcast.
personal attack on Kevin.
I finally come on the podcast.
He's shallow.
He's shallow.
What do you mean he's shallow?
I finally
Oh,
come on
he
the
just defined
podcast
his
and I get
friendship.
roasted. Look at that.
Like he's a liar. He has his friends separate. Apparently his childhood friend's a loser.
His friends are only friends if they're useful.
No.
By the
Hey,
way,
but in all seriousness, we
if
love
you're
you.
Kavishay's
No,
childhood
no,
friend, get your life together.
Yeah, that's it.
Sort yourself out.
Stop being a slob.
Yeah.
Looking at you, John.
Get off the couch.
And here we are 10 years later.
Yeah.
Can I tell you guys how me and him became friends?
Yeah,
He
go
was
on.
with me.
You gotta do this
So
again.
he actually was the cool kid, right? And I was just the new kid that got bullied,
cool,
right?
like,
He was a super
what
cool
a cool
kid, right?
man.
So me and him didn't really interact that much at all.
Yes.
He was too cool doing his dance stuff and his videos.
Lovely
He had,
dancing.
he had like thousands of friends. He didn't really
What
need
a
friends.
cool lad.
So
Talking about-
the one friend I'd made the first few days at school somehow was kind of friends with Raksmey.
Yes.
And so Raksmey was throwing this big Super 16th party.
Alright.
It was the party
Damn,
of
boy.
the
Where's
year.
this?
This was
at
in
his house.
Melbourne.
Whoa.
But it's gonna
Where's
be a
your
massive
parents?
party.
They were there.
No, they just let him throw it.
Yeah,
They were
yeah,
like, fine,
okay.
you can
I
have
was
the
like, Mum and
garage.
Dad, I want to have a party of 10 people.
Yeah.
And it was like 100 people. It was like 100 people or something like that. Yeah.
It was a whole
So
school.
like, so my friend randomly just goes up to Raksmey while I'm sitting next to him and goes, oh, can Nikhil come? Because
Yeah.
Raksmey was telling him he can come, right?
Yeah.
And so Raksmey's like, yeah, okay, yeah, you can come. But like, you know, like it's a forced
Pity
it's a
invite.
forced
Like
invite.
half-hearted invite.
Right? Like he doesn't know me. And he's like, why am I inviting this guy sort of self-invited himself to the party, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, come to the night of the party.
Yes.
I got sick and I didn't turn up.
Okay.
I didn't go to his party.
Yes.
This guy,
You're the blitz.
he pulls me up.
Yeah.
And the next day, at school day,
Yes.
he grabs me and he goes, Nikhil, what the hell, man? Why did you come to my party? We became friends straight after that.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
At least he was good to you, unlike some people.
What did I do?
He didn't want to invite me to his party. What do you want
to see me again.
Growing up, Nikhil, you're very argumentative. So he loves conflict. He'll argue with anyone.
Just looking for a fight.
He's looking for a fight.
It's so true.
To a point where it got physical.
It's gone physical. I've been punched by my best friends.
Oh, we should do that on the next episode.
Just argue.
Fight stories. I have a lot of.
Oh
those.
yes, me
Yeah.
too. I'm one.
All right. Fight stories on the next episode. All right. It's time to do the live challenge. Last week, we told you that we're going to be doing a live challenge. Well, it's happening today. So, are you all ready? Because the loser is going to be getting punished
My back hurts.
with the wheel of punishment. Now, this one, it's pretty straightforward. So, the way it's going to work is you're going to have 5 minutes. The timer will be set on my clock for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Just 5. And on the end of that 5, look at how nervous he is. At the end of that 5 minutes, the person with the best, longest flying paper plane
I don't know how to make a paper plane.
shall win.
I've got this.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Where's the paper?
there's
There you go.
paper there. The timer is on the
I
clock.
haven't made one
And
in
it
such a
has-
long time.
Is it all 4 of us?
Begun.
Okay.
How do you make a paper plane, man?
Look at me. No, I'm just going away.
I haven't made a paper plane in so long I've forgotten kind of.
I know how to.
While you're waiting, we are going to be releasing our new movie, The Lost Treasures of Rotorua, very shortly. So be ready for that one. In
So is this
case
how it goes?
you haven't seen that movie yet,
What happens next? I don't know.
it's very hard to do advertising when you guys keep yammering. Shut up, Nikhil. Also, if you like seeing what
Go
you're
away.
seeing, you should totally check out the Jungly song and Bagan Bagan. These
like
are
this.
2 music videos that we made that are such fun, so great,
yes.
so exciting.
I don't know what I'm
That's
doing.
Jungly and that's Bagan Bagan. Now let's take a look at
We
the
have
clock.
5 minutes. Why am
You've
I
got
rushing?
4 minutes left. 4
Why am I
minutes
rushing?
left.
I have 5 minutes.
Now, I just want you guys to know that this challenge will be based on whose plane flies the furthest. The person whose plane flies the least will be punished.
Oh, I like Nikhil's one. That's a cool
And I'm
design.
looking around and I'm going to be
Nikhil's
honest.
cool.
I think I already know who's
me.
going to lose.
Wait.
I forgot how to build this.
Obviously. That one looks really
Paper
cool.
plane.
And I know who's going to lose here.
That
I've
looks like
forgotten how to build
Oh,
this.
you're making a boat!
There's time to search it up on YouTube right now.
Oh,
No.
You can if you want to.
I'm changing my
But it's a
design.
risky move.
But-
3 minutes, 20 seconds
Can you
left.
change paper though?
Yeah,
After you
use,
start.
the paper's there.
Damn it.
Use as much as you
I'm
want.
happy with that.
Use
That's
as much
fine.
as
That's
you
the
want.
kill's fine. That's the kill's fine.
I'm good. I'm good.
That's his flight. What do we just throw it?
It's a test situation now. It's a test situation.
How much time do you have?
You have 3 minutes.
all right.
So what do we do then? Do I just dance?
So the Jungly song is available on our YouTube, and the Bagan Bagan song is also available on our YouTube. Also, one thing that I've recently realized is because I'm making the 3rd song, I've been asking around to people, and you know what they've said? They've said that Bagan Bagan is the worst song on their list of favourite songs. So I'm wondering if Bagan Bagan isn't as good as Jungly, but
It's not
you
loading.
guys would definitely have to tell us. Also, if you like what we're wearing, you can totally buy some of your own. Go and get Hero clothing merch. The link is in the bio, so you can check that out. That's Hero clothing merch. And
How
you
much
can
time do we have?
These amazing, exciting
Shit, I'm making my
looking
plane so bad.
outfits, and
not
you know, we'll always come with new designs. And also 2 minutes remaining.
Damn it, this is the design I was
2
doing.
minutes remaining.
That's how long my video is.
And yeah, so we've got these clothing options. Go and check them out.
Hurry up and tell me.
Kavishay's in bad shape right now. Nikhil's not looking great. Raksmey undid his plane for some reason. Perhaps he's doing running repairs.
Altercations.
Boeing, we got Boeing over here, who's He's trying to fix up his plane. I think Raksmey screwed himself because he had a very good looking plane.
Oh, no.
And then he's
I'm fixing it up.
you got 1 minute 25 seconds left. Oh boy, now isn't this exciting?
This is bad. This is bad.
exciting.
I've really screwed my
stuff,
plane up.
guys.
I'm
I'll
just
give
gonna
you
get
a
my
live
original.
commentary. Nikhil is watching a YouTube video
It's
right
not making
now.
sense.
And it makes zero sense to
I
him.
quit. I quit.
You quit?
I quit. I'm
So-
fine. I quit watching the video.
Oh,
I
okay,
quit it and
okay.
I
I
quit
thought you
making
were
it. I'm
quitting
done.
the challenge.
No, I made it. I made my
Okay,
plane. I'm happy with it.
all right.
How long do you have left?
You have 57 seconds. Alrighty, and I think
Oh,
Raksmey
God.
shit himself
No, it's
on
fine,
the
it's fine.
bed.
We're back,
He
we're
shit
back.
the bed, old Raksmey boy.
We're back.
You got 45 seconds left. Also, at this point, I just want to say you can grab more paper if you want, but if you grab more paper, then the paper you have can no longer be used.
Oh no!
30 seconds remain. Oh boy,
I should have grabbed more paper. Why did you tell me that so
not
loud?
very pretty looking plates. Oh, is he going for the extra
Not for
paper?
30 seconds.
There we go. 20 seconds remaining.
This plane is horrible.
15.
How do I forget how to make a paper plane?
No,
It's so
10.
bad.
9, 8,
How
7,
old are we
Oh
now?
6,
God, I made it worse.
5,
I think it's more narrow.
4, 3, 2,
Okay.
1. Stop building.
I made some.
Stop building.
We're the same.
Stop building. All right, gentlemen,
lose to that, I'm
show
gonna be so
your
sad.
planes to the cameras. They all look like shit. Raksmey's pretty good, actually.
Raksmey's looking pretty good.
Raksmey's pretty good. All right, so we are here to see who has created the best paper plane as part of the Paper Plane Challenge. We've come outside across the street. The boys are lined up. It is all about to happen. Let's get that camera over there because we're about to see who's going to throw the paper plane the furthest. Just for reference, this was a paper plane created by Roy under no conditions of time.
Really good.
He did it in 1 minute, but this paper plane here is apparently the paper plane that everybody needs to beat. Let's take a look. It's just to show you all how shit it is. Apparently, that's Roy's paper plane. I don't know. All right, boys. First, we're going to see how far his plane goes. Raksmey, take it away.
Let's go. This is my boy Nitro. I've named it Nitro. Okay. Nitro, do your thing.
Nitro, do your thing, Raksmey's saying. That is a great throw, a great throw. I want to say that's maybe a 10 meters. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, Kavishay, go for gold.
I like your name.
Oh,
bad,
a good
actually.
slide
That's
at the
actually
end.
a good distance.
A great
That's pretty
slide
good.
at the end. He hasn't made it quite across the road, but it was a great effort. Nikhil, this is the distance to beat, mate. Fiji Airways, top service. Nikhil.
Top service. Let's go, baby.
Nikhil,
Yep.
let's go. Nikhil's plane has failed to take off.
Nikhil's lost the challenge.
Wait, he lost the challenge, right?
Kavishay's plane got ran over.
So there you have it.
I love
there
that
you have it.
Kavishay's plane got ran over.
Nikhil was the big loser for today, and he's about to get punished. Let's get back to the studio. We're back from the challenge, and unfortunately, Nikki is our loser for today, everybody. Shame on you, and shame on your Fiji Airways, which
Hey,
you created.
top service, best service in the world.
Clearly not.
Well,
Yeah, we're
Red
out.
Tower, yeah,
We're
yeah.
out.
all right. Nikhil, good luck to you. See you on the other side.
Let's go blue. That's what we're hoping for, blue. All right.
We're doing the Zuma?
Roy.
Yeah. Roy.
Come on, blue. 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 Come on, blue.
Huh?
Come on, blue. Come on, blue. No! What's purple?
Purple.
It's purple.
Purple, you'll be
What will it tell?
taking a shot of lemon juice.
Ah, yes! I can do that. That's the weakest one.
Oh,
I
I won
reckon.
the kill.
It's punishment time. Nikhil is about to take a shot of... God knows what that is.
Alright.
It doesn't even look like lemon.
Guys, I'm actually allergic to
I
lemons.
can smell it. Oh, where we going with? Drink
Good
slow
luck.
or skull?
Straight
This
shot.
is not a shot.
Go
shot.
for gold.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
I love the facial.
Yes.
Hope you enjoyed the Surely podcast. If you don't comment or subscribe, subscribe. You're going to be looking like this guy here.
I need some water.
Subscribe.
Nobody's drank from